Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of February 4th, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Mohammed, MGT.
I'm Colonel AUC Oguntoye, an Infantry Officer. The West Group of Forces improved their tactical positions and inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian forces across multiple settlements in the Kharkiv, Luhansk, and Donetsk regions. The casualties included over 290 servicemen, a tank, and several combat vehicles.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, your trusted source for the latest developments on security and defense operations involving military forces. I'm your host, and today we have an exclusive interview with Colonel AUC Oguntoye, who will provide insights into the progress of the special military operation as of February 4th, 2025. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Colonel, let's begin with an overview. What are the key developments from the last 24 hours?
The armed forces of the Russian Federation have maintained offensive operations across multiple battlefronts, securing key strategic positions and inflicting heavy losses on Ukrainian forces. Our forces have made significant advancements in the Kharkiv, Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhia, and Kursk regions, targeting enemy formations, supply chains, and military infrastructure to degrade Ukraine's combat capabilities.
Let's go region by region. Starting with the North Group of Forces, what's the latest in the Kharkiv sector?
Yes, the North Group launched successful engagements in the Volchansk sector, defeating 2 Ukrainian territorial defense brigades. Ukrainian losses were 35 personnel, an armored combat vehicle, and 4 cars. Equipment destroyed, 4 field artillery guns, and an electronic warfare station. Our forces consolidated control over strategic positions in the region, further limiting Ukraine's ability to counterattack.
What about the West Group of Forces?
The West Group achieved tactical improvements, defeating 2 mechanized, assault, and airborne brigades, along with 2 territorial defense brigades, and Kupiansk, Peskanoy, Novominsk, Novaya Kryvlyakhovka, Kharkiv, Nevskoy, Luhansk, and Yampolivka, Donetsk. Ukrainian losses, over 290 personnel, a tank, and 3 combat armored vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers. Destroyed, 9 artillery pieces, including 3 Western-made ones, and 3 ammunition depots.
What are the latest updates from the Southern Front?
The Southern Group continues to secure advantageous positions, defeating 3 mechanized airmobile brigades, the Foreign Legion, and 2 territorial defense brigades in Dylivka, Konstantinovka, Zelenovka, Ivano-Derievka, and Orakovo-Vasilevka, Donetsk. Ukrainian losses were 260 personnel, an armored combat vehicle, and 4 cars. Destroyed, 4 field artillery guns, 3 NATO-made, 2 ammunition depots, and 3 electronic warfare stations.
Moving to the Center Group of Forces, where have the latest engagements taken place?
The Center Group remains aggressive in offensive operations, engaging 5 mechanized, motorized infantry, and ranger brigades, a Marine brigade, a National Guard brigade, and the Light Assault Brigade in Krasnoarmysk, Yudaknoy, Sergievka, Dzержinsk, Druzhba, Novoalexandrovka, and Kedlino, Donetsk. Ukrainian losses, 510 personnel, a tank, 2 armored vehicles, including a U.S.-made Bradley IFV, and 10 pickup trucks. Destroyed, 8 artillery pieces, including a Polish-made 155mm Krab self-propelled artillery unit.
And what's the status of the East Group of Forces?
The East Group continues to push deeper into Ukrainian defensive lines, securing victories in Bogodar, Razliv, Berlitskoy, Razdolnoy, and Novopol, Donetsk. Ukrainian losses were over 140 personnel, a tank, 6 combat armored vehicles, and 2 cars. Destroyed, 7 field artillery guns, and an ammunition depot.
Finally, the DNEPR Group of Forces. What's the latest in Zaporizhia?
Our Dnieper group successfully engaged a mechanized brigade and 2 coastal defense brigades in Nestoryanka, Novodanilovka, Kamenskoye, and Stepovoy, Zaporizhia. Ukrainian losses were 30 personnel, 3 vehicles, and 2 electronic warfare stations.
Air power plays a major role in this conflict. What updates do we have on air and missile operations?
The operational tactical aviation, UAVs, and missile troops carried out precision strikes on Ukrainian military infrastructure. 149 strategic targets were hit, including military airfields, production facilities, ammunition depots, drone launch sites, and fuel and lubricant storage areas. Our air defense systems successfully intercepted a long-range Neptune guided missile, a U.S.-made HIMARS rocket, 68 enemy UAVs, including reconnaissance and strike drones.
There have been reports of engagements in the Kursk region. Can you provide an update?
The Kursk region remains an active area of engagement where our North Group of forces continues to repel Ukrainian incursions and neutralize enemy formations. Over the past 24 hours, our forces have defeated multiple Ukrainian brigades, including a heavy mechanized brigade, 4 mechanized brigades, 3 airborne assault brigades, a marine brigade, and 2 territorial defense brigades. These engagements occurred across various settlements, including Bogdanovka, Viktorovka, Goncharovka, Gavo, Darino, Zazalevka, Kazakia Lochnia, Kositsa, Kubatkin, Kurilovka, Malaya Lochnia, Makhnovka, Sudza, and Cherkaskoye Portnoy. During these battles, our forces successfully repelled 3 enemy counterattacks, preventing any advances into Russian-controlled areas.
What's the broader strategic outlook moving forward?
We will continue precision strikes to degrade Ukraine's supply and command infrastructure. Further territorial gains and defensive reinforcements are expected. We remain committed to achieving operational success in all strategic directions.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. Today, significant developments in the African conflict include a unilateral humanitarian ceasefire announced by the Rwandan-backed M23 rebels in the Democratic Republic of Congo, with a focus on protecting their current positions rather than advancing further, without USAID resupply. Additionally, concerns are mounting regarding the ongoing war in Sudan, as well as a recent rebel attack in the Central African Republic that has resulted in casualties among soldiers.